I want to welcome everyone back to another episode of Generational Investors. And this has been a crazy week in the stock market as usual. The volatility. I mean, it's been a roller coaster, but we still making money. We still DCAing. We still are buying these assets. So if you're new to the channel, I appreciate you stopping by. And by the end of this episode, consider yourself being the next generational investors by hitting the subscribe, the like, and continue to share. And so we want to get things started with Netflix. Netflix. I know, raise your hand if you have Netflix. Yes, I know everyone has Netflix or some type of subscription, or have a friend, family that they share the password. Either way, you're watching some type of Netflix. And so with Netflix, the latest news that it beat earnings as revenue grows 13% in Q1. That's right, quarter one. Netflix did an outstanding job with their sales and more pushing towards advertisement. And we know how big advertisement is with a giant streaming service like Netflix. The CEO says a key focus in this year is enhancing their capabilities for advertisers. So watch out for Netflix to continue to market their brand and continue to come up with innovative ways to continue to draw in more revenue, also known as advertising. The company launched its in-house AD tech platform of early April in the US. Check this out, with plans to extend into other markets in the coming months. So big plans for Netflix, and regardless of, they raised the price up, of course, to subscriptions, but they didn't phase Netflix. Netflix see the big picture, and I continue to DCA and add, fractional shares. Okay, fractional shares. I know the price shot up to 1,000. Okay, it went from before the earnings, it went from 970, and the earnings popped up and did well and went over 1,000. And so I'm really excited for where Netflix is going to go later in this year with the revenue, with the advertisement. So watch out. Moving to Nvidia, and everybody know about how I feel about Nvidia. These other stocks I'm going to share with you. The tariff wars. That's what's really bringing these stocks down. But we buy the dip. I keep telling coworkers and family and friends, buy the dip. They say, Coach, what you doing? Buying dip. I ain't worried about these prices currently. I'm looking down the road. Long game always wins. So Nvidia, they warn new restrictions on exports to China will chisel billions of dollars off its results. They also says 5.5 billion charge will cover H2O inventory and purchase. So the tariffs is really weighing heavy on Nvidia. The government also will require a license to ship the chips there and other destinations. So I see this tariff as a really blessing in disguise, especially if you long-term like myself, but also see this as a kind of a distraction to keep people from buying stocks like Nvidia and Netflix and Apple, all these tech type stocks. And some consider those growth stocks as well. But the tariffs is really putting a lot of people at unease, and putting fear into the market. And that's what's driving these prices down. But like I said, if you long term like I am, you're going to buy the dip. Okay, this is definitely a Christmas present, birthday present, flash sale, whatever you want to put in the blank, but buying a dip, because long term, Nvidia is going. It's definitely going a distance. And then we're going to ship over to AMD. I'm buying AMD as well. Just like I said, these chip stocks are being affected the most because they shipping the chips or they exporting chips to China, and the tariff wars that's been going on is against countries like China. Okay, so China is retaliating with the US because, okay, President Trump put the tariffs in place and China said, okay, we're gonna put a tariff on y'all too. So it's a sticky situation, but eventually it will get sorted out. So AMD expect a 800 million hit from curbs on their MI 308 products. And so just like Nvidia, AMD is also taking a hit. These tariffs is bringing prices down to the flow so we can buy some more. That's right, I said it. So watch out for AMD. Definitely looking at this price. It's a good price to get in, especially if you're a new investor. You think about getting into the market. Now's the time because these prices are low and at a good price entry. Just do your research. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. And then we want to go into, my next heavy hitter, Pltr. Pltr has some good news this week. The company signed a military deal with NATO, which is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. They have a lot of contracts with the government. This is just the beginning. So NATO will use Pltr's Maven Smart System. It's an artificial intelligence powered tool that analyzes drones, satellite data to track troop movement and provide strategic recommendation. I'm excited for where Pltr is going to go because, like I said, with the partnerships and more contracts getting with Pltr and the government and other AI solutions, this is just a win for Pltr and for all Pltr investors. So I just want to encourage those out there who are just with the uncertainty of these tariffs and these tariff trade. Don't fret. Why? Because God got you. That's right. I gotta say it. Faith. When all odds are stacked against you, God got you. And such an amazing weekend this has been. I enjoyed being with family and friends. Hope you have too. Definitely, God got you. And why fear? Because the society, because of the climate and inflation and tariffs, and even our own uncertainty sometimes can cloud our judgment. But don't fret, because God got you. You don't know anything else. He got you. And so I just want to put that in the forefront because this is going to be a great week in the market. We got some heavy hitting earnings coming up. That's what I'm going to share in my next segment. So if you have enjoyed this episode, I got some more heat coming to you and I'm cooking. I'm so busy getting more research, more information, because I want you to be informed. I want you to be enlightened, and I want you to transcend to the next generational investors. I appreciate you stopping by. Hit the like, hit subscribe. See you in the next one.